Open ManTree.cdl. Here we've got an agent that already has a motion tree, which is capable of doing the stand and walk action. It's got actions that transition between the two, and we've also got blends for the walk action. Now, if we go ahead and play the simulation and press Alt F to follow, you'll see that our agent starts walking, and that's because the walk action is set to default. Now, if we want to change to another action and make that default, let's say stand, then all we have to do is just go and click on the default button and reset the simulation. Now, in this lesson, we're going to trigger these actions from the brain. But first we need to see what the triggers and blends are for the actions. So let's start with stand. So for the stand action, it has a trigger of stand. The walk to stand L and walk to stand R that feed into the stand transition, they also have the trigger stand. The walk action has a trigger of walk, and the stand to walk action has also got the trigger walk. You might have noticed that when we select walk to stand R and walk to stand L, that they have latches for the left foot and right foot. Now these latches determine which of these two actions are going to be taken depending on the phase of the walk the agent is in. So if we have a quick look at the tree latches, you can see that each of these latches refer to a different phase of the walk action and lets us know which action to take out of these two. Now the selection is automatic and we don't need to refer to it at all in the brain. If we take a look at blends, they have their own activators. So for walk 45R, it has an activator of 45R, and walk 45L is 45L. Now let's go and start some work on the brain page and bring on some output nodes. In the channel box, let's enter the trigger names for the actions. If we go ahead and run the sim as it is now, you'll see that the stand action is playing. If we select the walk trigger output and increase the value, you'll see that the walk action is triggered. So at the moment the walk output value is at 0.7. If we select the stand trigger and increase that to say 0.6, well, nothing happens. However, if we increase it to 4.8, the stand action is triggered. So the output trigger with the highest value will be triggered. Now let's get the agent walking again by turning down the stand value. Okay, great. Now let's bring on another output node so that we can work with the 45L blend. In the channel box, type in 45L. Now if we gradually increase the value, we get an increase of the blend action blended on top of the walk action. So we can use various degrees of this 45L blend in order to get different levels of sidestepping. Now let's go and assign a timer to this. So we just have the fuzz node turn on and off. And let's play. We now have a degree of sidestepping changing over the course of 1 second. Let's go ahead and add another timer to the walk trigger. Set the timer to 6 seconds. and let's have it turn on and off over a period of time. And let's turn stand on. So let's see what happens. So we got the walk action being triggered, and when it's off, the stand action is being triggered. Let's go to the motion page and see how that affects it. So the tree shows which action is running and where we are on it. And you'll see as the blend is active, it's highlighted. The white dot indicates where we are on that particular action. You may want to get an output of what the agent is doing right now into the brain. If you select an action, we can do that with these outputs. So for walk, it has an output called moving, and we have it just on that action for now. So if we had jog or run, we'll also assign that an output called moving. That way the brain knows when the agent is moving. So let's say we want to make the agent turn, but only turn when the agent is moving. We can use that output in the brain process, or part of the brain process, to activate a turn output only when the agent's moving. So if we go back to the brain page and bring on input node and type in moving, you should see when we play that when the agent's walking or moving, the input is on, and when it's stopped, it's off. So we can use that as part of the brain process. So it would activate certain outputs when the agent is moving and not activate them when it is not.